Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hardway wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hardway wrestling taken by surprise. Hardway wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hardway wrestling straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hardway Wrestling. It is Thursday, and usually when you say it's Thursday, you know what time it is. I mean, that could be any Thursday now because we're not here at all anymore, it seems like.
Yeah.
2 weeks off, boys.
Ooh, yeah, we're on vacation.
Yeah, 2 weeks off. I can't remember what happened the first week, but then last week I was in the Carolinas, so everybody got 2 weeks. And honestly, we almost had 3 weeks off. If I wouldn't have raised such a stink yesterday, and Jesse's screaming at people, we wouldn't be on today. But here we are, boys. Welcome in. I missed you.
Wait, hold on a sec. Like, not many people know Jessie because she's not as online persona like we are. But this is your wife we're talking about. And this is a woman that does not raise her voice for almost anything. Like, I have never seen Jessie get angry one time. And you're telling me she was screaming at people? Like,
so well, okay, not screaming. Jessie doesn't scream, but Jessie can be quite the sarcastic bitch when she wants to be. So,
I can see. I can see.
It was not a great week. And everybody, there was just certain people that got caught up in some shit, and Xfinity happened to be one of them. So we ended up getting half of our bill paid for Xfinity.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, she's fighting. She's out there fighting a good fight for Hardway Wrestling. Boys, how was your?
How was her promo to Xfinity?
Not as good as mine is about to be. So, yeah, I'm a little disappointed in the internet situation in this area, and I'll go into it later on. Well, I'll go into it later on. But anyway, it's we're back. New modem, got a new modem, new Wi-Fi. We're back. It's running at super high speeds. So we're good to go. Boys, how was your 2 weeks off? Anything exciting happen? Ricky, you're on vacation now, right?
I am for a couple more nights. This week has been filled with a lot of IT studying for the CompTIA certification that I am looking to take here in the next month or so. I got to the end of core 1. I did my practice exam, and let's just say I need to do a little bit more studying.
You know, I'm in the middle of doing a inspection. I'm trying to become a home inspector. I have that license under my belt.
Oh, God.
And it's the longer I stay in the construction field, which has been almost a year now, things are getting easier. But I've never been one to test well. I don't know about you guys. I'm more of a hands-on type of learning type of person, and to watch videos and stuff is okay. There's a lot of lingo for these things, as you know, Rick. So it is a lot. And then when you do these 10 questions, you got to get 80%. And I'm like,
yes,
right. Same. And I mean, I've done pretty well. And there's just one in particular that it is thumping my ass. So it's been a week since I've been back at it. I paid for the course. I can take it at any time I want. So it's not something that runs out or anything.
Yeah, there are like visual parts where you have like components and whatnot, and you got to match it to their name and their function. Blew through that, no problem. The multiple choice thing is what's getting me, because I can narrow it down to 2 that I'm pretty sure of, and then I get the gut feeling on 1, and then I'm like, maybe it's this one. And I switch. Should just left it alone.
Yeah, but you can always go back and retake that test, right?
I got 3 practice exams for each core.
Oh, okay. How many cores? How many?
2.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm at the end of core 1 right now after just over a month since I started.
Mine's 50, and I'm 9 in.
Yeah, it was 10 hours of videos on the first quarter, and there's another 13 on the second.
Gotcha.
I just like to tie this into wrestling. Like, I would love to see you as a home inspector because we'll talk more about it later with what we're going to discuss. But the promos you'll cut on people when they fail a home inspection will be epic.
Well, and again, that's like home inspection, and from what I'm gathering so far, and that's what it seems to be. It is my opinion on things, right? I don't think this is wrong. Have a carpenter look at.
It's what's up to code. Like, is this up to code? If it's not, fail them.
It's not even that. Like, they don't ask you to be you don't have to be a code person because every state and every place is different. So they're not expecting you to know code everywhere. They're just saying, okay, this deck, your outside deck, it's coming away from the home. Seek a carpenter. Boom, boom. That's your notes. You're giving your opinion.
Business.
Yeah, you're giving them your opinion, not giving them a fix. You're giving them options. You might fail 20 things in a house, and they might say, "Yeah, we're just not going to pay attention to it." That's up to them.
I'd rather you not tell me how to fix my deck.
I actually think I could do it. So I think I can do it. Fix it to do whatever. I don't know, but I could absolutely fix it. So, I get it, the testing thing. And I'm getting older too, so it's a lot harder for me to take tests.
To retain
my attention span.
Sometimes, yeah.
Something flashes in the room and I have to look and see what it was, right? It's the size of my dick. Yeah, no,
I was on it the other night when I did some late evening studying, and I think the key was alcohol.
Oh, okay.
I was drinking and my brain was just like,
ooh, I just purchased these 10% hemp induced CBD drinks. I was gonna start drinking one tonight, but it's 10 milligrams, and Daddy doesn't go much higher than 5. So
the sugar crystals.
Yeah. Oof. God, I don't know. So anyway, while we were gone, the Knicks won the championship. So I'm a homer when it comes to football. I'm a Ravens guy. Of course, I live in Pennsylvania now. I'm from Baltimore, from Hagerstown. So I'm a Maryland guy. So I'm an Orioles fan. I'm a Ravens fan. I'm not much of a I'm a mid-level, bottom-level basketball because I've never really gotten into it. I kind of watched the Wizards. I've always kind of followed one person, and they ended up with the Knicks. And they left after they were gone. I just kind of stayed with the Knicks, and that was not Carmelo Hayes, not Carmelo Anthony. So just going to get all three of those names out there before so I've kind of been a Knicks fan for the last 15 years or whatever. So it's actually nice to have a sporting team, which, Ricky, you'll never know. But it's actually nice to have a sporting team that actually wins championships and uncursed.
First of all,
uncursed by Dan Housen.
First of all, we'll leave the Orioles out of this because they suck. I was a year too late.
They're only 5 games under 500, buddy.
But it wasn't that long ago. Well, yeah, it has been now, but almost 10 years ago, I did get to see back-to-back cups from the Penguins. I did see a Packers Super Bowl 15, 16 years ago. Gotcha. My basketball team, I grew up in the Michael Jordan era, so I was a Bulls fan. I have, since LeBron started flopping around like a beached walrus, gotten away from basketball because they're a bunch of divas. I call it the no defense league. They pump 3-pointers left and right. LeBron gets elbowed by a guy my size, and he looks like he got ran over by a dump truck. Can't stand him. He couldn't lace Jordan's Nikes.
Oh, that's a whole nother discussion.
But anyway, I was even glad to see the Knicks win because of Dan Housen and because of the publicity he got and uncursing them.
So Scotty, how did you like the crossover between WWE and NBA? Did it make you watch basketball?
No, not really. I could care less.
I kind of tuned into the last 2 games.
Here's the thing. Here's what I think is, honestly, like, yes, okay, the NBA, pretty much everybody knows the NBA. They know pretty much all the teams. For everybody who's in, whether you've been in New
That
York or
doesn't
you
work
know,
for
former
me,
New Yorker that's moved
brother.
elsewhere, that's still a Knicks fan, whatever. You know, people are celebrating right now. But to me, the biggest winner out of all this is Danhausen. The
Yeah.
publicity that he is getting off of this, and the fact that he is
The
on
merch.
like almost every ESPN
The
show.
merch.
Yeah, the merch that he's getting off of this, the fact that he was invited to the Knicks celebration parade, I think, which was today. You know,
He did not
been,
attend, from what I heard, from what I read.
Son
He
of a
did
gun.
today. He did file for some new trademark, human monies. He filed for. So
They better give him a championship ring.
Yeah, they better give him a ring.
I don't know that he's gonna get. He shouldn't get a championship ring. Maybe
he should get a
faux
ring. He should get a trophy. He should get like a customized jersey. He should get all of, because in my view,
He already has a custom jersey.
like in my view though, Danhausen is like, he's not the reason the next one, but he's the whole storyline of this is just freaking phenomenal. And
They
that like
went 14-1 since he uncursed him. Like,
yeah, so
you couldn't make this shit up if you tried.
yeah, it's hysterical. So I like, and again, like, you know, and here's the other thing, all credit to Danhausen. Yes, WWE's got him. He's under their PR umbrella and stuff like that. But this guy, like, I was listening to Cornette and last talk about it. Their last show has run before the end of the finals, so they still haven't talked about the finals and the Knicks winning the championship and everything. But they were talking about how this guy is a social media giant. Like, he's bigger in some respects than, like, I mean, WWE's got their presence everywhere, but he is like, he's out there grinding more on social media.
We knew that though. We knew that before this came about. We knew that.
We knew that about him, but I'm just saying that to the average person who is now seeing this and wondering what the heck is going on, like, he can help in a lot of respects. He is another version of Logan Paul out there, the good version of Logan Paul. Logan Paul out there, you know, social media guy. He's got his name and you know, like, thing is his likeness on everything, his name on everything, and he's been bringing eyes into the product. But in a lot of respects now, so has Danhausen, even in a bigger way. Like, Logan Paul brings the heat because everybody hates him. Everybody wants to see him get his ass kicked. But Danhausen now is, in a uplifting way, is bringing a lot more eyeballs to WWE.
He's a household name now.
Yes.
Before the finals,
Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, Danhausen.
Before the finals, Danhausen, like, you had to be a wrestling fan to really know who he was. Now everybody knows who Danhausen is.
Is it safe to say that Danhausen? All right, somebody who's had more impact in the past year for the WWE. Okay, other than Danhausen, right? But more than Danhausen, John Cena.
John Cena, yeah.
Is that true? Okay, would you say he has had more of an impact?
I wouldn't say. I mean, maybe just slightly under. I mean, again, the name John Cena still rings, you know, heavy with the fans and stuff like that. But again, like, Danhausen is just like peaking higher than John Cena.
All right, well, let's do it. Let's do it this way. If you just say yes or no, okay? Let's say Americana Grande.
Yes, he's higher than Americana Grande. I'll give you the probably three names that Danhausen wasn't: CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and probably Cena during Cena's retirement tour. And we knew he was under Cody and Punk during right around Mania for merch sales in the company.
Yeah. Can you believe this guy got booed when he came out? It's crazy. It's crazy where we're at now with Danhausen. But
yeah,
I also think it's funny that other people outside of wrestling and basketball are like, I think I was cursed by Danhausen. Like, I just saw a poker. I just watched a poker video the other day where the guy was like, I think I've been cursed by Danhausen. Like, his reach, and he's from Vegas, right? He's from Vegas, so
yeah, and
his reach is like,
paid him to curse the Golden Knights. When they won that, after they won that double overtime game, and then they folded like a lawn chair after that.
Yep.
So,
and it's funny because there was a report that his cameos are blowing up, where you can get a personalized message from him. His cameos are blowing up with a request to curse or uncurse teams and stuff like that. It's just
I got human
hysterical.
monies to uncurse the Orioles.
Yeah, please, listen. I will go in with you if we could just get the Orioles to just if he could just curse the rest of MLB.
If you can't uncurse the Orioles
Just
to
the
win
American
World
League.
Series, just curse the Yankees so they never finish above 500 for a century.
Good luck getting that done in New York. So
that's true.
Anyway,
oh shit, yeah.
Really, really, really awesome that what's going on here with Danhausen. I think that's
yeah.
It's unbelievable. So
Tony,
let's get into
Tony Khan's probably kicking himself.
And what and again, I try not to dump on Tony as much, but what an idiot! Like you have
Danhausen requested
gold
out of his
in your
contract.
in the palm of your hand, gold, and he just was like, "Yeah, well, I can't figure out what to do."
He basically let him just be a Orange Cassidy side act and left him in ROH, and then that was it. He asked for his contract release. Tony Khan grants it. He shows up at Elimination Chamber, and well, the rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, he's just
now he's on top of the world,
right? I mean, it almost makes you think about the other guys that are buried over in that other company, AEW. What would happen if they got their chance? Like if Orange Cassidy showed up on on WWE TV, if he hands in his pocket, diving through the middle rope into somebody's hands.
Here's the thing: if Hunter still has any control, against TKO, that would be the one thing he put his foot down on. Is no fucking Orange Cassidy ever. Like
he would have thought he would have never signed a Danhausen, though, right?
But here's the thing:
I didn't think he would have.
They just released R-Truth not too long ago, and then brought him back because of the fans. So they clearly don't understand comedy like that, right?
But here's the thing: there's a difference between R-Truth comedy, Danhausen comedy, and freaking Pockets comedy. Pockets comedy isn't funny. Never has.
He can wrestle though.
No,
he's actually not a bad wrestler. He
actually is a really good wrestler.
He sucks.
Yeah. No, he doesn't suck.
I'm sorry, but when
his gimmick's a little weird.
When somebody sells those wimpy shin kicks of his,
but that's the comedy of Orange Cassidy.
But that's not comedy to me. I'm sorry.
Well, no, not to you. No.
Comedy is R-Truth coming out, grabbing a ladder from under the ring in the middle of a Royal Rumble. That's comedy.
That's
okay,
comedy there's all types of comedy out there. Are you saying
Santino Marella overselling something, in a match or even in a segment is comedy to me.
So you're saying that overselling is funny, but the guy who throws these little kicks at some huge dude is not funny? I think you're wrong. It's hilarious.
I think it's his hatred for AEW and
I think that's what it is too.
No, it's my hatred for somebody stupid. Like again, why would somebody sell that? Again, you can get away with an oversell because an oversell is like again, look at The Rock. I'll give The Rock all the credit in the world for this. Rock overselling the stunner, throwing a little bit of comedy into something like that, perfect, and still maintain seriousness. Santino Marella, a little bit more comical, but again, could oversell, and it was still funny while still being Austin stunning was still never not a stunner, but it was see when Santino goes down saluting. You just have to crack up laughing. Yeah, it's still one of my favorite oversells.
I got you.
But the shin kicks, the hands in the pockets, no, you're not a wrestler. You're an idiot.
All right. Well,
I can see Stone Cold stunning Orange Cassidy and him flopping up in the air with his hands in his pockets.
Stunning him over and over and over. Stun him all the way out of WWE.
He would flop back with his hands in his pockets.
You can almost see him doing that, onto his head, back onto his feet, onto his head, back on his
God.
So he can pull that off. He could be WWE. All right, let's move on. King and Queen of the Ring. We talked about it actually before it started. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even realize King and Queen were getting ready to start, but that's one of our favorite tournaments of the year.
27th is Night of the Champions.
Night of Champions in where?
Saudi, isn't it?
Is it in Saudi? No, that's SummerSlam, isn't it?
No, WrestleMania is in Saudi, but I thought for sure Night of
I'd have to look. I thought it was in Riyadh. because it's
Yeah,
always
that
Riyadh. It's always
is
Riyadh
it
season.
Riyadh, Saudi.
Yes. Isn't it all? Turn underway Night of Champions. Winners SummerSlam 2006, which is in Minnesota. That's in Minnesota, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the King and Queen Night of Champions is in Riyadh.
Cool.
So let's
PLE.
let's get into the women first. Have you guys been paying attention to the Night of Champions or
A
the
little bit.
Queen? Okay. So first
Little bit.
bracket was Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Bliss, and Green. This I sort of remember this match because it was a couple weeks ago now, but it actually looked like Chelsea Green was going to win this, and Liv Morgan pulled it out. The second bracket was Saul Ruka, Lyra, Valkyria, Dirty Underwear, and Charlotte Flair and Jade. Where's my wig? Cargill.
Yeah.
Pretty funny, by the way.
Yeah, saw
props
that.
to her. Props to her to be able to wrestle the rest of that match holding her hair. That's something
Yeah.
I've never had to do.
So wait, what happened? I missed this.
Her wig
came off
on a
numerous times
So
in
she
that
had
match.
she had the
She had
Mercedes.
to,
She had the Mercedes Monet syndrome. Okay.
Yes, she did, and yes, yeah, her
but
wig-
neither
her-
one
her
of them
hair
can wrestle.
Charlotte Flair advances. She faces Liv Morgan this Friday, I believe. The other bracket was Roxanne Perez, love her. Io Sky, Jillian, Julia, and Lash Legend, and Io Sky comes out of that bracket to the final, and
Neither one for a
then
long time still.
Bailey, Raquel Rodriguez, JC Jane, and Kiana James was in the bottom bracket. Rodriguez moved on to EO and lost to EO. So EO is in the final. We're going to see the final this Friday. Liv Morgan versus Charlotte Flair. Scotty, who do you got?
So I haven't been paying attention for a while. Liv does not have any belts currently, correct?
Liv is the women's world
she's the
champion.
women's world champion.
She declared herself to be in this tournament because she wanted, I forgot what her thing was. She announced it after Backlash, I think it was, or the last PLE we watched.
That's very odd because the winner of the King of the Ring wins a title shot against the champion at SummerSlam. So
correct.
That's kind of interesting. So in this case, I'm gonna say Liv Morgan does not get past this round, and Charlotte, sadly enough, because unless they want to do, like Liv Morgan runs the gauntlet kind of thing, which I mean, that could be an interesting story. But then who do they bring for her to challenge against at SummerSlam? So I'm gonna call Charlotte on that one.
Ricky, Ricky reminds Scotty who the other women's champion is.
It's Mommy, who's currently nursing an injury. I'm also going to say Charlotte is going to win this, and we're going to see a Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship, and that will give a little more time for Stephanie Valkyria to heal up and make it back to challenge Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. I was kind of hoping. Now, I love EO, but I was kind of hoping Raquel was going to win and they would set up the final in the bracket to be Raquel versus Liv and have Raquel go over and then have Raquel challenge Liv at SummerSlam for the women's world title. But they do not book as I book. So give me the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
I'm going to go the opposite way.
And win.
I'm going the opposite way. I'm taking Liv here. I'm taking Liv to win this title or win this championship, this tournament over EO. We love EO, but we love Liv even more. So Liv is going to go on to face Mommy. She's still hurting. So we're gonna get double belts.
You're gonna get Liv 2 belts.
Liv 2 belts.
Well, maybe they will finally just decide to unify the women's titles and just have one women's champion.
They won't because it's 2 shows.
And there's too many women on the roster now. They actually do dedicate more time. I mean, that and they got the mid-card belts. I don't know. I wouldn't go that route. But I would be down for Liv 2 belts.
Oh, welcome in the chat. Jordan, is it Jordan Kirby? I think so. Welcome to the chat, Jordan. Jordan is saying that Liv will not win. Judgment Day has ran its course. Get rid of them. I don't care about Judgment Day. I didn't say anything about Judgment Day for me. I think Liv holding these two belts and then going back, holding these belts all the way to WrestleMania and having to wrestle night 1 and night 2 would be amazing. And it would be a great bathroom break.
She'll be the women's version of Roman Reigns when she has the two channels.
You can see it. Like, she is that talented. She is that good.
I'm down. For it. Yeah. I love Liv long time too.
Yep, double belts. Then we bring. I don't know what they do, who they bring in. I think the Stephanie Valkyrie getting the belt back, not a great idea. I didn't think it was a great run when she had it.
Hopefully Naomi will be back.
Pregnant Naomi. Oh my God.
That baby's got to be birthed by now. I'm pretty sure.
You would think, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything on it. So, let's move on to the men's. Hey, let's move on to the men's. The first bracket was Penta, Obafemi, Solo, and Hayes. What's his name?
Carmelo. Mello.
Thank you. And Oba comes out of that one pretty convincingly. The second bracket was Mysterio, Breaker, Trick, and Damian Bruised, which set up Mysterio to win that one and face Obafemi in the next round. The other bracket was Seth, Javon Evans, Tama Tonga, and Ricky Saints. This was the best match out of all of them so far. Kind of a shocker that Evans came out of here, I think, because I would have thought they were going to send Seth Rollins up versus Jay, but who knows. So we had the second bracket was LA Knight, LA Knight, Jay Uso, Royce Keys, and Finn Balor, and Jay comes out of here. Jay faces Javon on is it Monday? Next Monday?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's next Monday. Nope, it might not be next Monday. Whatever. Anyway, Javon versus Jay. Obafemi's beat Dominic Mysterio, which was to me
Dominic and JD McDonough.
Yeah, which was with both all of Judgment Day. I think he would have smacked Liv too if he got a shot. So Oba moves on versus Dominic. Who you guys got, Scotty? Evans or Jay?
Again, I'm like, I think we all are. We're a very pro Javon Evans podcast here. My only sad thing is
Jordan said it's on SmackDown. Thank you.
Huh?
The chat said it's on SmackDown tomorrow.
Okay. The thing is, I don't want to see Jay win this because Jay is just not, like, he's had his run as world champion. He was not really a good world champion. So, but the problem is, I don't think Javon, while Javon is good and could be a very good Intercontinental champion and stuff like that, he's not ready for the World Heavyweight picture just yet. I think he can be down the road, but he's just not ready to be in that position. I think they need to give him, especially give him the IC belt to kind of give him that boost up into the next level. I don't know if they would ever even put the World Heavyweight belt on Javon at some point, but I think he could just be in that picture as just kind of, one of the contenders that kind of goes around the horn, so to speak. So I don't know. This one's a tough one for me, but sadly, I think they'll end up just doing it on Jey Uso, putting Jay over on that one. So
Jay versus Oba in the final.
Yeah, Jay versus Oba in the final.
Man wearing a Yeet shirt, Yeet glasses, and probably has Jay's underwear on. Who do you pick?
No, I don't have those on. Jey Uso's going over here because Jey Uso's winning the King of the Ring, and let me tell you why. At Night of the Champions, which is where?
It's Riyadh season.
They pay big money for big names, and guess who's going to show up after Oba's been talking shit?
Barack.
Exactly, and Barack is going to cost Oba the King of the Ring to set up the rubber match, which will end up being what I called back after WrestleMania, Brock's retirement party in his hometown in Minnesota against Oba at SummerSlam. So, yeet.
I'm with you. I think Oba is going to cost him, pronouns pal, Oba, the King of the Ring, and we're gonna get Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I like this heelish, unhinged Jey Uso right now.
Yeah,
we've already seen it though. Like,
but we saw Roman as the heel and Jey as the face.
Well, I think here's what we've seen. We saw Jey was a follower who tried to step up against the tribal chief and got knocked down and got basically put back into his place, right? So now you got this. You have Jey, who's had a taste of the spotlight, has had a taste of the world title, and now, like, the bloodline, like, he doesn't have a place right
and
now.
Roman told him to win it and go challenge Cody.
No, of course he did. Of course he did. But Jey, I feel like Jey does not feel like he has a placing. He has to earn his respect. And the only way to earn his respect is to beat the head of the table. You saw the new Ulafala, Uflufa, or whatever.
The brown peppers.
Yeah, the brown peppers that was given out the other day. How long has Jey been in the family? Well, all of his life. How long has Jey been in the bloodline?
Right hand. He was the right hand man.
The right hand man, right?
Time
where's his avocados? Right?
In his pants.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. There went our sponsorship on YouTube. Yeah. So where's Jay's necklace? Where's Jay's flowers? Right, per se. Right. That can't sit well that Jacob is here for a cup of coffee, and now he's given up. He's got his own little necklace. So I think that Jay is slowly starting to get the shits, and I would not be surprised by the end of the year if Jay and Jimmy both, because Jimmy's a follower, or he just super kicks somebody and leaves for 3 weeks.
Let's just hope that we don't see another Jay versus Jimmy.
No, I don't think they're ever going to do that again unless it's on accident, and they put one of them under a hood. I could almost see Jimmy and Jay joining their brother.
Yeah,
because Solo doesn't want to join. Yes,
Solo already said he's not joining.
Yeah,
he said he's not joining back up with Roman.
Okay. Let me outline this for you. All right, here's what's going to happen. If they put the King of the Ring on Jay, here's what's going to happen: Jay versus Roman. Let's say they do it this way. If they do it Jay versus Roman, because they will probably end up doing Jay versus Cody. But Jay versus Roman, let's say that happens. Roman smacks Jay down like a dog. They have a match for a couple of months, and then he just keeps smacking Jay back down in line like the dog that he is. And finally, Jay gets in line, Jimmy gets in line, and then they're going to run back Solo and Roman. Roman's going to smack Solo in line, and then pretty much the entire secondary bloodline joins up with the original bloodline, and they just become one giant Samoan tribe and overrun the entire company.
I can see that happening too, but again, we are telling a story here about Jay's problem with what's going on internally with the bloodline he's got now. Roman came to them and said, I don't want to fight against you. I want to fight with you. I want you beside me. But since he's beat Jacob down and he made Jacob his guy, he's listened to Jacob. Jacob says something and Roman replies to him. And then Jay says something and Roman's like, well, figure it out yourself. Right. So there's some internal strife here. And out of these two guys, Oba and Jay, who you think could have a problem with Roman? It's too early for Oba versus Roman. It's too early.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah, it's too early for that. So
I mean, I agree, but I'm just saying that there's.
Does Jay have a problem with Cody?
They can make
They've
one.
had a little bit of beef here and there recently since realigning with Roman, but you also saw at the end of the end of the last PLE where Cody runs into Roman backstage, and they got a rubber match to have at some point too.
Yeah.
Maybe Jay takes this world title off of Roman, and Roman says, "All right, Cody, time for that rubber match for the undisputed championship again."
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, give me Jey Uso to come out of this with what Ricky said about Brock. So not a bad thing in the ring so far. The crowd looks cool. I saw LA Knight the other day, and he just continues to bury himself. Just can't catch a beer can, can't catch a microphone. I just put a title on him. Make it a very big title so he can catch it.
he was at a meet and greet somewhere around here in Maryland today.
He was just at the little league. His family, he's all from here. Yeah, he's
Well, I
all
know, but I'm just saying one of my friends posted a picture of him and his kid getting a picture taken with him.
Yeah, Kayfabe, his brother. I know his brother's wife, right? Brittany, and they posted pictures of LA and the kids, and it's all family stuff. And then they posted with Jay, and they posted with Roman. I was like, little kayfabe here. So let's not act like they know each other, hang out with each other. So anyway, all right, let's get into it. One of the backbones in professional wrestling, independent wrestling, all the way to the majors, is stories. And how do you tell a story? And part of telling a story is cutting a good promo. Boys, would you agree? Cutting a good promo is how you talk people into the seats, is how you talk them into the arena. It's how you get people invested in the story or in whatever show is going. So I wanted to go over with you guys. I know you guys, we all love promos. We've all seen many promos over the years. So give me a couple of your, we're going to do something cool. I think we're going to see, it's either going to be terrible or it's going to be awesome. So we're going to talk about promos, a couple different types of promos. And then we are going to, you guys are going to cut your own promo. So most of us have cut promos. Scotty cuts it every day when he gets out of bed and looks in the mirror.
And have a promo without the proper attire.
Have the proper attire. Okay. So, Scotty, give me your. Well, you get two. Give me. I know there's a lot out there, but give me two. Give me your first. What is one of your favorite promos of all time? And chat, I want to hear yours too. If you got a favorite promo, I want to hear. I want to hear which one it is, and we'll talk about them all.
Well, okay, so. Here's the interesting thing, because as I go back and when you put this in the group chat, I was literally thinking about it. It's like, all right, promos. Like, what is my favorite promo that I ever heard? And like, as I go back and I think about like the promos that I have listened to, or especially more like the guys that I've heard cutting promos, like. We all know the greats of promo cutting. Guys like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Macho Man Randy Savage, Jim Cornette, Bobby Heenan, Jimmy Hart, like so many names, CM Punk, so many names that we can think of, even The Rock, like, so many names that we can go back to and say, this guy cut a good promo, this guy could have cut a good promo. Like, there isn't one... Like, a lot of the promos, like, you can think of, like, I can think of off the top of my head, like, I'm not saying this is my favorite, but I can think off the top of my head of, like, promos that I remember, like, Dusty Rhodes' Hard Times promo. Pretty darn good promo for him, but you think back and, like, okay, like, I look back and, like, what are my favorite promos? And, like, I don't remember all that many promos. I more remember the guys that gave them. Okay. Except for one. Now, people will be like, oh, it's probably the CM Punk promo. No, it's actually not. It was around end of 99, early 2000, somewhere like December 99, January 2000. Mick Foley comes out on SmackDown, and he had just been reinstated in the company. Triple H had fired him. This was during the McMahon Helmsley era and stuff.
This
like
was
that.
at Edge, was it? This was with Edge?
No.
Okay.
No. So Mick Foley comes out. Triple H is in the ring. He cut a promo on Mick Foley, yada yada, Mankind at the time. And Mick comes out and he cuts this impassioned promo about who he is, why he got into doing what he is doing, stuff like that. And I think I had just read his book at the time. And I remember in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this where he turns into Cactus Jack? And he's cutting this impassioned promo and he starts ripping his clothes off. The mask comes off. And then the pants come down, and then the shirt pops open.
It was before their Hell in a Cell. It was before his Hell in a Cell.
It was before Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but no, that was before the Hell in a Cell retirement match because Triple H had just beat him, and he said he admits to Triple H beating him, and he says, "But there is one guy I know of that you haven't beaten or haven't faced or
yes."
Something
but
like that.
That was before that was before the retirement match, but it was right around Royal Rumble time because Cactus Jack came back right around the Royal Rumble that year.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but
the street fight.
It's the one promo that I always remember because again, you got to understand my history with wrestling. I had stopped watching wrestling because they had taken it off syndicated television. So, and my parents wouldn't buy cable, so I did not have cable through the Attitude Era. So I never saw Austin and Rock first run. I never saw McMahon and Austin. I never saw I never saw Undertaker. A lot of things I missed over the course of, the 90s. So my first chance to really watch wrestling again was SmackDown on UPN. So Cactus coming out and cutting this impassioned promo and going from Mankind into Cactus Jack, to me, will always be that one promo that really sucked me back in and got me watching. Not like I've been watching, but like really just made me like want to believe in wrestling again because it was like, my God, this is like the goosebumps. Like to even think about it now, the goosebumps on my arms. It's like. So yeah, I will go and as much as Punk's pipe bomb promo was freaking fantastic and one of the best things that ever happened, that was one that will always stand out as my favorite promo was Cactus Jack.
Ricky, give me your first one.
Anything Ric Flair's ever done for a promo has been damn near legendary because he's unhinged. He yells. It's just ridiculous. Probably one of the most entertaining ones I've ever seen was him and Jay Lethal in TNA. That one was absolutely legendary.
The woo off.
Yeah. Jay Lethal does an amazing.
I never saw that one first run. I've gone back and seen it, but
it's phenomenal. Like
nobody watched TNA then anyway, so it's okay.
Probably the most legendary promo ever is Austin after he won the King of the Ring, where he did the Austin 316.
But see, this
whipped your ass.
This goes back to my point. So many guys had great promos, and there are certain things we'll always remember out of them. Ric Flair talking about Space Mountain, Ric Flair talking about the Rolexes and the limousine ride and jet flying. Dusty Rhodes, it will never be over. It will never be over. Things like that. But and again, I can't necessarily quote the Mick Foley promo word for word, but there's not like with a Ric Flair or a Dusty or a Bobby Heenan or any of these guys, even Jim Cornette, one of the greatest promo talkers of all time. I can't go back in word for word or even like specifically say on a specific time what promo there was, but that's why I'm it's hard to narrow down because these guys, they had stuff coming out all the freaking time, even Macho Man, the WWF promos he cut were weird, wild, unhinged, but yet still somehow made sense. I don't know, it's interesting to me how Austin 316 is a prime example of it. Other than, you talk about your Psalms and your John 3:16. Well, Austin 3:16 says, "I just whipped your ass." That's the only thing we all remember about that promo. Same thing with Flair. We always remember the limousine ride and jet flying stuff, but that's the only thing we remember about those promos. Why is that? Why, like,
because that's where Austin took off into Stone Cold.
Yeah.
That's where he was born, and that's where his character shot to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ricky definitely stole one of mine. The Woo Off is one of my favorites of all time. I can watch every time it passed through a reel. It's there. I watch it.
I was also going to throw in this one as like an emotional one. The I Gotcha, the Mark Henry pig.
That's my other. That's definitely my other one.
His fake retirement.
And that to me, like, there's a million promos out there. People have been cutting promos for a year. The one talk about Unhinged, the one where Ric Flair comes out and he's talking about being beat. He got beat. I can't remember who beat him. And he pulls the Band-Aid off and starts punching himself in the head. And he's bleeding all over himself. Right.
I think it was Mean Gene.
Definitely the Mark Henry retirement psych one.
That one I forgot about.
The ones for me are the emotional ones. I mean, anybody can say anything about anybody, but the ones that are super emotional, like the ones when Bray Wyatt first came back and he was talking about how, he didn't think he'd be able to come back, but we were behind him and you were behind him and the people were this, and and I didn't believe in myself, but you believed in me. Like if that Bray Wyatt, when he first came back after being gone for a year, did not bring tears to your eyes, you're not human. And that to me is a good promo. Guys that actually, they're cutting their promo and you can see them welling up inside because it's real to them. Like whether they've worked themselves into a shoot or not. I mean, some of these promos over the years, and that's kind of where of course, the Mark Henry retirement for sure. Daniel Bryan's last one, where he thanked the crowd and he was didn't think he'd ever be back. He'd ever do it again in this ring. Roman Reigns. For those who don't know me, my name is Joe.
Yeah.
Promo, right? When he talks about having leukemia and that kind of stuff. Cody cries, opening the refrigerator at night. But went from the undesirable to the undeniable, right? That promo that he cut was amazing when he first came back after being gone for so long. His dad was always a guy that could cut promos on a dime, and sometimes the best promos, you don't know what they're talking about, and you spend more time trying to figure out what they're talking about, and that kind of gets you invested too. Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, who knows what the hell they were talking about? The one for, and this is my last one, Macho Man, where he's talking about, I don't need Hulk Hogan, I don't need Elizabeth. Like you can tell that the man has lost everything, and he is at the bottom of the barrel, and he is going to fight and scrape to get his way up and take out the evil Hulk Hogan. Who would have thought years later that Hulk Hogan was the evil one? So Eddie talking to Brock about his addiction, right? Yeah, I am addicted. I have an addiction. I have addiction to this business. I have addiction to be in front of these people. Like, that is Eddie Guerrero, and we all know Eddie's story. He said he lost his wife, he lost his kids, he lost his job, and he fought and scraped to get back. He lost people's trust in him, the belief in him, and he's fought and scraped to get a little bit of that back. So he does have an addiction. His addiction is business. Like, all these promos, they're all amazing.
Dominic Mysterio didn't stop believing in him.
That's right. Well, Dom, he's been in the business for 20 years. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're at with promos. We all love these promos. We've talked about them a million times. So now it's time. So you guys are going to get a chance to cut your own promo. Now, here's the rules of a promo. So when you come up in wrestling, what you don't want to do is you don't want to belittle, right? If you're going to cut a promo on me, you don't want to say that I'm so weak, I'm a sissy, I can't do this, I can't do that, because when you do beat me, it means nothing, right? So you must have to build whatever you're going to cut a promo against up, right? Does that make sense? You got to build it up and cut a promo on it.
Well, I don't know if you just killed some of what I was gonna do,
Well,
but
we'll
I'm not, I'm not changing what I was gonna do.
Hey, go for it. Go for it. I'm going right off the top of my head. So,
all right,
go ahead. Oh, let me get you speaker view. Ooh,
it was 3 years ago. I met you at ATCW, some local indie shows. I was there with Scotty. I was there with Jason. I watched you every month come down to the ring, and I thought to myself, who is this guy? Who is this guy? He stands behind his manager. He stands in a group of guys that do all of his dirty work for him. I could beat this guy. I could definitely beat this guy. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about you, Jeremy Stone. I called you out 3 years ago for a challenge. 3 years ago. And what happened since then? You disappeared. Like a fart in the air. Your stench, your terrible wrestling, your mediocrity in ATCW, it was gone. Did you magically get sucked right back up Jonathan Cross's ass so you could hide from me? Or did you just get out of the state completely? It's been 3 years, man. All I wanted was for you to answer my challenge like a man, but you couldn't. And for me to prove to you that I was right all along and that I could whip your ass in that ring. The challenge is still out there, Stone. If you've got the stones, you know where to find me on Hardway Wrestling.
I love it. That was pretty good. I like it. You were hiding behind me. I was like, hiding. There was only one guy that hid behind me. I hid behind everybody else. It has to be Jeremy.
I knew who he was talking about right away. As soon as he said ATCW, I was like, oh God.
I love it. Go ahead, Scotty. Or do you want me to go? Or are you ready? You ready?
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
I'm still kind of gearing up here.
Poor Janela.
Could be. We've been together a long time. Actually, honestly, we've been together for the past 20 years. You've gone under multiple names, and I get that. Everybody needs a gimmick change every once in a while. Try to spice it up. But there's only one person that's been by your side the whole time, and that's me. I've stood behind you through thick, through thin. I stood behind you when you were down. I stood beside you when you were up. And what you did to me this week is uncalled for. You stabbed me in the back. You let me down. You told me that I wasn't good enough. My equipment wasn't good enough anymore. And we couldn't work together anymore. And that just doesn't sit right with me. I've given you everything over the years. I've given you everything that I own. I've given you money. I've given you time. And you let me down. And yeah, I went to look for a new partner here recently because my partner let me down. Now you have a chance to be better, to do better, to pick your head up, to raise the bars, full bars, hopefully, and get back into my good graces.
How I know where he's going.
I'm talking to you, Xfinity. Multiple names have not left you. I'm still here. We're still together through thick and thin. I'm holding on to what we used to have. If you want to boost this relationship, now's the time. I'll take 15% off my next bill. Thank you.
As soon as you said full bars, that's when I knew it was Xfinity.
Again, I knew where he was going first run. I was like, okay, he's literally like,
yeah, it used to be Comcast and it was Xfinity. Oh.
Yeah, the equipment thing had me laughing. You said my equipment wasn't good anymore.
That was what it was. They were like, they just did an update. Comcast just did an update for their.
I had that problem last year.
Yeah, they just did an update in this area, and they're like, well, they're still showing some outages and blah blah blah. And I could see my stuff going in and out, and I ran a diagnostic check on my modem. My modem was fine. I have a high end. I paid $200 for my own modem because I wasn't going to rent their stuff. And boy, did I save a ton of money because they wanted $10 a month. I bought mine for $200 at the time. It was now they're like $280, and they wanted $10 a month. Well, do that math. $120 over 5 years. Do that math and tell me I didn't make out. But they were like, yeah, what? And my modem is they can't. It can't. It's not compatible anymore. So they actually gave me a modem, a high end modem. So
I had that prop too last year where mine was just out of date and couldn't sync up to the network anymore. So I had to return it and get a new upgraded version.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It was all bullshit. And they tried to, I went for 4 days without internet. And they could have said, this is why. But no, they dillied me around. And then Jesse gave me a phone number, and it was like an affiliate to Xfinity. And I had set up, I was talking to this guy. He's like, well, we have high speed internet that we can set you up with. It's whatever that bright speed.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, fiber. And they were like, yeah, we can set you up with that on the 25th or the 29th or whatever. I was like, I mean, I got to the 29th without having internet. You're out of your mind. He goes, no, you can still have your thing for tomorrow. We'll get you all set up. And then we'll have a guy come out and, blah, 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 blah. And then they sent me a link and it said Brightspeed. And I was like, oh, I'm on the phone with this guy from, it's Riyadh season, by the way. I got on the phone with this guy and I said, wait a minute. This is from Brightspeed. He goes, yes. I said, does Xfinity own Brightspeed? He said, no. I said, and why are you sending me a Brightspeed link? He goes, well, I'm just an affiliate to both. I was like, I'm done. Click. Just hung up. I was 45 minutes on the phone with this guy.
Wow.
So anyway, that's my promo. I built him up. Okay. All right. Scotty, cracking his neck, looking at us crooked-eyed, ready to go.
All right, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I've watched you for a while. All right. You stand in that ring. Your bleach blonde hair, your slack-jawed expression, wearing nothing but denim, standing there, just kind of looking, just giving me that look every time. And I keep wondering, like, what do they see in this guy? Like, I don't get it. I haven't seen it yet. You're standing there with your hands in your pockets. You think you look all cool, all you got the slacker thing going. Okay, cool. And I watch you in that ring. And I see absolute shit. I'm looking at you, Orange Cassidy, and I'm telling you right now, I don't see anything. I see nothing of what these people say. They say you're one of the best wrestlers in the world. I don't see it. So guess what, my man? It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to look me in my eye. Step in that ring with me right now. You and I, one-on-one. You need to show me what you got. Show me why you think that they call you one of the best out there, because I don't fucking see it. And guess what? I will take you. I'm going to turn you sideways, double you over, shove both hands up your pockets, turn them sideways, and turn them around up your backside, and play games with you, my man. You ain't got nothing in that ring. Nothing compared to what I'm going to bring. All right, my man, we ain't got nothing. I am going to take you out one way or another. Pockets, no pockets, shin kicks, nothing. I will. There's nothing you can do that's going to stop me from breaking you in two. All right, my man. See you in that ring. Come find me. I got many places I'm going to be. You come find me at any one of these places. I got House of Pain. I got ATCW. Well, not anymore. I got freaking USW. I got other places I can be. I can be at Voltage Wrestling. Come find me. I might even show up at MCW. Come find me. Any one of these places. We'll make it happen one way or another. You and me in that ring. Let's see what you really got. pockets.
And scene. Okay. I always like the promos that don't come off like screaming and hollering. I like the low.
Yeah.
You know, they used to say about Jake Roberts when he cut a promo, you had to, he talks so low, so you had to get in and listen to what he was saying, and it's actually genius.
Anyways,
yeah, well, not bad. Yeah,
I will never be a Jim Cornette. I just not have the skill.
No, you haven't had enough anger in your life.
I work with you. I've had plenty of anger in my life.
Well, that's part of being able to cut good promos is kind of, and honestly, anything comedy promos. You build off of stuff that you've had going on in your life, or I might not really be mad at Xfinity, but I'm using other stuff that I'm emotionally mad about right now to build from that, and that's kind of what you do with promos. I haven't got a good promo. Well, one thing that Voltage Wrestling does not do enough of is have me cut promos.
You're a manager. You should be.
I should be. So anyway, that's good doing here for Hardway Wrestling. We made it back. It's been 2 weeks. Actually, if this on our podcast, this is number 250 on the podcast. So,
yeah,
make sure you guys download our 250 shows. So pretty awesome that we're still around. Not as much as we were. We were twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, depending on what's going on. So,
well, that's back when more news was going on too.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of some of the stuff is kind of right now. It's not really worth talking about.
That and work sucks, and life does what it does. So timing is not always on our side.
Yeah, but we do the best we can, and we're gonna try to bring you something all the time. So we'll be back next week. Hopefully, AK will be back. I would have loved to have heard a promo from AK.
I was wondering if you were going to cut his for him because he was your wrestler, you were his manager. So I figured.
There was my other promo I was going to cut. It was either going to be Xfinity odds. I figured Xfinity would be better. I was going to cut one on AK. And maybe we'll do that next week.
There you go.
So, all right, that's good to do here for Hardway. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure if you're just coming across, go like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you don't like to look at us, again, you can see 2 of us today. The other one just turned the lights off. I don't know if he didn't pay his electric bill, but it's very dark.
It's getting dark over here.
It's very dark over there. Is it dark outside? Okay. It's very dark over there. So, but if you don't want to see us, you don't want to look at us, you just want to hear our docile tones, you can download us on Spotify.
What?
You can download us on iTunes.
What?
Yeah.
You can go to iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Any podcasting platform that you can imagine, you'll find us, except for one.
Google Play?
Google Play. That's right.
Damn.
Yeah. Scotty fucked it up. So you can't do the Google Play anymore. So, but anyway, please go download everything you can. Go like and subscribe. Otherwise,
You are Cassie.
we'll see you next time
On the hard way.
Dwarf Dong Sucker.